Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Going On. So we are in the POV Green Room, the show before the show, 5:30 in the morning. You know we're gonna have some fun today. What day is it? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? Who knows? All these days blend together. Let's see who we got in the chat. Let's see here. Who we got? Oh, we got Pamela Cox, top 10. You know, we love it. Let's see, Comedy Bites TV. In a world where dreams go to die, one man dares to roast his chicken. And there he is right there. Will he succeed or fail? That Comedy Bites TV. That sounds like the ultimate movie trailer quote right there. That's what that sounds like. Just Caroline, thank you so much for being here, Caroline McCready. And yeah, we got to add Caroline McCready, top 10. Caroline McCready's been here all week. We're going to add her top 10 right now. We got a lot of slots to fill. Right now, so far, we got Brenda Picard 1, Stedman 2, Lizzie B 3, Taluda is 4, and Caroline McCready is going to be 5 so far. Top 10 is building, and we will have that on Friday morning. Let's see. Joker, what's the difference between Dubai and Abu Dhabi? Dubai don't like the Flintstones, and Abu Dhabi do. Oh, God, you just had to do that. God dang it. You just had to do that. Jar of peanut butter. Oh, we got to add jar of peanut butter. They've been here too. Jar of PB. That's number 6. Jar of peanut butter is number 6 on the top 10 right now because they've been here every day. Comedy Bites TV as well. Comedy Bites TV. Comedy Bites TV is number 7. Let's see. TV. We're filling up the top 10 quick. It's going to happen. Organized Chaos has been, as a matter of fact, OC. We'll put OC right now. Organized Chaos has been here. That's 8. These people have been here every single day. That's why we love to acknowledge them. Shannon Carter, I've come from Victoria to out some sugars. Uh-oh. Let's see if they come in the chat again today, and we're going to play with our food, huh, Shannon? Let's see. Good morning from beautiful early morning Lawrenceburg, Indiana. Oh, thank you so much, Camille, for being here on this Tuesday morning. We're going to have some fun. 12:30 here in Hawaii. Oh, Mokalaki Hiki. Come on, you want to lay me past the point, mahalo. Oh, yeah, you know, that's Wayne's World. That's that stuff I grew up with. How you doing, Sue Clark? Thank you so much for being here. Aaliyah Rose. How you doing, Aaliyah Rose? Thank you so much for being here on this Tuesday morning. Not 20. As a matter of fact, not 20. That's another one. We got to add not 20 to it so far. And remember, these numbers are shifting throughout the week. So this isn't for sure, but we will have the for sure top 10. Can't talk about it because they get mad. We don't care, but we're going to do it on Friday morning. Let's see. Good morning, Harlem. Good morning. I actually caught your live. Oh, thank you so much, Harlem, for being here. And thank you so much for catching the live. Let's see. We got Yvonne Burns. Thank you so much for being here. Delhi peeps from Cleethorpes, UK. I say it all the time. I love the names of those cities in the UK. They're so awesome. I really love them. Hello from Traverse City, Michigan. Oh, up north in Michigan. We love it. POV, is this stream being sponsored by Baby Oil? Oh, God, no. Let's see. Yes, we shall. We absolutely shall. But, you know, Shannon, we like to play with our food, you know, and that's who the sugars are. They're our food. We eat them for fun. So that's why yesterday we were playing with our food. And it was a lot of fun at the end of that stream yesterday. Oh, yeah. I want to play today. Hey, that's the way it goes, right? And, you know, JoJo, it's funny because they just come in the chat and there's always only like one of them. And I don't think they realize what they're doing when they come in the chat, right? I just don't think they do, JoJo. Jeannie and Kelly, hello from Florida. What's got to be like 6:30 in the morning over there. Let's see. Morning POV, Georgia South in the house. Brand new day. Brand new day's been here. You know what? We can add them too. Top 10. And actually, we can do a, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're going to do something. Oh, yeah, Coral Sand, Mr. Worldwide. You know exactly how Pitbull says. We got about a minute before we get started. Okay, let's see. Miss Marlene. Good morning, Miss Marlene. Thank you so much for being here. You're not old enough for Wayne's World. I'm 36. Hey, I was born in 1987. I'm definitely old enough for Wayne's World. I watched that when my uncle, he used to tell me that was the only movie I could watch because he was, you know, he was a trucker, you know, and truckers, they have like the real hardcore comedy style. And, you know, all the movies that he had were really hardcore and I couldn't watch them when I was a kid. So I always watched Wayne's World. Oh, Warsaw, Poland, Moana Moonlight. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Tiger guy was hilarious, right, Linda Glass? It was so funny yesterday. We were just playing with our food. It's so hilarious. Hello from Nebraska. Oh yeah, the corn. Wait, what's that? Cornhuskers. The Cornhusker State. How you doing, Deborah Reed? Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Been watching you from the beginning. Oh, thank you so much for that. Brand new day. Thank you so much for that. You're young. Yeah. I mean, in the age of in the older age, but let's why with the kids, people think that that life ends at what is it at 30, and it doesn't. Life's just beginning at 30, and that's really the way it goes. Okay, so let's go ahead and get it started. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Let's get a little bit of this, and then we will come back right to the chat. So the client gets called out by an ex-royal staffer, and it's about damn time that somebody spoke up like this. Thank God I'm not there. Former royal staffer is relieved to no longer be working for the client and his fake black wife. A former staffer is celebrating. Yeah, I think a lot of people would be celebrating, right? I think they would. After no longer working for the client and his fake black wife. Let's see. Hold on. Let's get this a little bit bigger for you. All right, here we go. Oh, I swear these ads every single day, they're going to give me a heart attack. Working for the royal family after the two idiots chose to publicly leave the UK. Now, I want to do a poll real quick. Who believes that they chose to leave? And who believes, just put chose to leave or banned? What do you believe? Were Meghan and Harry, did they choose to leave or were they banned? What do you think? Tell me what you think in the chat right here, right now. Were Meghan and Harry really banned or did they choose to leave? Because some people have said both. Okay, so they chose to leave. Okay, Linda says chose. They chose. Brenda says they were banned. Chose to leave, banned. Meghan was banned. Asked to leave. Okay, I could see that. See, Meghan was banned. Both. They chose. I think Meghan was banned, chose to leave, banned, banned. It's looking like 50-50. Banned, yeah, chose to leave. Chose, but Meghan banned. Let's see. Yeah, banned. They are traitors. Banned. Yeah, right? Damn. Because I think that, like this says, it's about 40-60, 45 for 55. I think that some people, especially behind the scenes, they think that something went down with Meghan. And I think that could be true. I really, really do. Let's see. DeFinker says ban, 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 ban. Yeah, I think that could be true, right? That maybe something went down. We have heard about Meghan possibly taking photo, or no, she did. She took photos of a nursery and also possibly stealing stuff. So that's an interesting thing. I really, really think. And okay, Red Squirrel encouraged to leave. They ran before they could be held accountable. Meghan was banned about the bullying investigation. I probably wouldn't doubt it. Let's see. They were probably called out on their bluff. Yeah. I probably wouldn't doubt that at all. Okay. Queen Elizabeth's ex-press secretary, Alyssa Anderson, once was fond of the client. And listen to this. I think she's going to say what we all know. Watch. But the professional isn't interested in being involved in the two idiots scandals. And look what she says. The ex-staffer of Queen Elizabeth says of Prince Harry, Harry was the media's darling. He was the war hero. He served in Afghanistan. He was a cheeky chappy. Literally, the media darling, that was perpetrated by the British media. That's not true. He was a war hero. That's literally not true. Bunker Harry was his nickname. He served in Afghanistan barely. He was a cheeky chappy. And again, that goes back to the fake persona that the British media portrayed for him. So no, not at all. We totally disagree on that. William was seen as the more serious and shy, but Harry was see right here. Harry was the life and soul of the party. See, that's so difficult for me to believe because we've already figured out that everything about that was fake, everything about it, everything about his image back then was fake. So it's so hilarious that people want to say that. Oh, hello, Canadian girl. Thank you so much for being here on this Tuesday morning. Let's see. Yes, Andrew, I believe the Queen uncovered the Archie moon bump. Really? That could be something. That really, really could. They chose to leave. Miss Marlene says Meghan is a stalker and a thief. Oh, V Maduro with the huge 5.99 super sticker. Thank you so much, V Maduro, and thank you so much for being here. Because, like I always say, V Maduro, you could be doing anything. Oh, and V Maduro's from Holland. Yeah, you know we love Holland in the house. Yeah, you know you could be doing anything right now. 5:30 in the morning. Most people would be sleeping, but here you are sharing your time with us, and whatever time it is over there in Holland. Thank you so much for that, V Maduro. Let's see. Ex-Prime Minister Boris Johnson said the royals asked him to talk to the client and try and make him stay. So obviously they chose to leave. Now that all depends if you believe the story, though, Moana. Do you believe the story? I don't know if I do. I don't know if I believe that story. But they tried to talk to him to stay. Okay. But then Moana, they also said, right, that Harry was he was unhappy. Was he? Or was he just some kind of snake that it was inside of him and he never wanted to bring it out and he just hated his family and he never told anyone? And Meghan brought it out. You know, Moana, that could be a possibility too, right? A war hero. Exactly. From what? Like the dude. Yeah, exactly. Look at that. Everybody's going war hero band. Yeah, war hero. Everybody agrees. What the hell are you talking about? War hero. That is so stupid. He bashed the local working heroes. You know, pretty much. A war hero, absolutely not. A despicable, horrible child, equally so as an adult. Well, you know, Christine Brummett, the guy's still a child. He's got arrested development. I think we can all agree on that. Fake military man, yeah. You know, and there's literally, and here's the problem. Watch this. There is literally photos of this man. Just put Bunker Harry. That's it. You know, okay, fine. Bunker Prince Harry. There's literally photos of him in a bunker. And this is actually one of the ones that Molly has talked about, I believe. This one right here, where he's like surrounded by all the dudes and he's not even wearing the proper equipment. They're wearing helmets. He's not. You see that right there? And I know that there's another one of him in a bunker, you know, where he's like literally sitting in there and it's not here. I can't find it. See, but like this one, look, he's wearing, look at this. He's wearing a t-shirt. Why would you be wearing a t-shirt and everybody else is properly in military attire? What kind of crap is that? You see that? I swear, like it's totally fake. It's absolutely fake. This was written by Meghan, probably, right? It absolutely had to be. I mean, she has to do something all day because we know she doesn't have a life or anything. Harry was drunk and junky. Yeah, hey, that's what happens. Once she wanted out and took stupid with her. Yeah, Cecilia Cameron, I agree with that. She wanted out, but I think she never wanted in the first place. You know, when it comes to Meghan, I think the whole point was getting him and then getting the title and then just getting out. It was never about, being Princess Catherine and actually putting in the work to the royal family and actually trying. It was never about any of that. It was simply about getting the title, lifting up her image, and then coming back to the United States. And it's a scam. It's a scam. That's why she's never going back to the UK, because there's no point for her to be there. Meghan was kicked out. I mean, Delhi for stealing. That's what I've heard as well. Oh, Brenda Picard, number one, top 10. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, Brenda Picard, for the $10 super sticker. And you know Brenda is number one on that top 10 list, coming out on Friday morning. Let's see, morning from Lancashire. Yeah, UK. Susan Busby, thank you so much for being here. Boris wrote it in his new book. Well, yeah, okay, we could believe Boris then maybe, right? I certainly don't believe I just said that. I just said, well, we can believe Boris, and then the next comment, I certainly don't believe him. I mean, Boris Johnson is a liar too. You know, bunker hero, exactly. War hero, my ass, what a load of crap. Exactly, right, Caroline? It's just almost like everything was written about that in the press, and that's why it's funny. It's hilarious to me because his whole image when he was younger was in the British media, right? And now he complains daily about the evil British media. Like, I don't get it. And it's essentially, that's what I was going to say. It's like he's biting the hand that fed him for all of those years which is why he's such a sniveling weasel. It's all written down in the autobiography. Okay, you don't have to yell, but okay. More like Bunker Harry, exactly. What did Sperry ever do to be called a hero? You want to know what, Sue Clark? I would love to know that. I would, because most military people, they have like proof of what they did, and they know where they went. They know which battles they fought in, which towns and stuff like that. I would love to know that. I would love for someone to come out and say what towns did he conquer? You know, what towns did they fight at, if they actually ever did. So does anyone have that information? Because I haven't seen any of it, of everything that I've been looking at. What a dumb fox laughing about. I know, right? Let's see. Harry has an Oedipus complex. Yeah, he really, really does. Definitely never a pilot. And that's another one, Susan Friesch. They've been saying that for a very long time, that he's a pilot, and they just keep on saying it and keep on saying it. They took a bondage flight. I know, right? Harry with his Anastasia, totally true. Harry is a younger Prince Andrew in the making. I mean, we're going to have to see where that goes, right? Comedy Bites TV, we're going to see where that can go. Unfortunately, some people can never be satisfied enough to be happy. And really not 20. I think the reason the guy was never happy is very simple. I've said this many times, and I'll continue to say it, is because he's not going to be king. I think everything, it stems from that one sentiment, that one thing. Harry is not going to be king, so everything stems from that jealousy, that anger, and that envy of his brother. Playing Xbox. Well, the photos, I remember, I don't know why it didn't come up, but there's a photo of Harry in a bunker, and you can see that he's literally by himself. There's nobody else around. And I mean, the only thing we were missing is that there was PlayStation there. She kept him on that, so he'd do what she wanted, and she took his kid. Well, yeah, if the kids exist. He accepted the Pat Tillman Award. He knew it was wrong. Wait, who said that? Sorry, Old Fashioned Dream said that. Aaron Lee, he accepted the Pat Tillman Award. He knew it was wrong, but did it anyway. Yeah, absolutely, right? He is a military embarrassment. Well, they for some reason, I guess they just love. Yeah, Henry Windsor slept through the raid. Susan Friesch, absolutely, we did hear about that. End goal, definitely California. For Meghan, yes. For Meghan, it was. And that's why I feel, can we even show that? I think that was a part of the Netflix documentary. I don't know if I can show that. Watch Brand New Day. Check this out. There's, I don't know if we can show the audio, but we definitely can show the, we can definitely show the actual thing that she's saying. Like, look, this is what I want. I want you to see this. It's really tough to argue. Oh, come on. It's really tough to argue that Meghan Markle didn't plan beforehand on marrying Harry, because this video exists. Okay, so we can't play the video because I think it's from Netflix, but you're going to see the words here on the screen. A wedding proposal is supposed to be spontaneous and romantic. This comes off like a gold digger when she says, "It's happening, it's happening, it's happening." So apparently this is supposed to be the wedding proposal when he asked her to marry him. And you're, oh, nope. Okay, no sound. And you're gonna see the words right here. See, oh my God, Jess, it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. And then she says, see, and then, oh my God, he told me not to peek. So I think this is when he's giving her the ring or something, but this is the part that gives it away. Brand New Day. Her whole deal. Like someone that came up with a plan, okay, and they knew what they wanted to do, and it's right there. Oh, it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. Like that gives it away right there in Brand New Day. It totally does. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, so let's go back to this, and then we will get back to the chat right here, right now. They both been with the same woman. Yeah, Andrew. You're talking about Andrew and and Harry, even though he was a third wheel with William and Katherine. I always thought that was weird. Crazy Kel. I used to see those photos of them three, and I always thought that was so weird that he was just such a third wheel with her, for real. Karen Lester, a secure person will make a lovely life of service instead of what he's done. And really, I think that's why Karen Lester, like, he doesn't actually advocate for veterans. Have you noticed that? He only advocates for the wounded ones that are going to help him and his image with Invictus Games. Because why doesn't he do other stuff for veterans? Why don't we ever see that? There's never anything like that Harry does real things for other veterans that aren't wounded and that aren't a part of Invictus Games, if you notice that. Oh, let's see. Harry wanted to be king even when he was a little boy. Yeah, absolutely. And he hates it that he's never going to be. Yeah, Andrew never trashed his family. Yeah, but he was affiliated with the guy with the king. So yeah. See this one too. Who stops a proposal to call a friend? Exactly. Who does that? That's why it was so obvious that she got it. Yeah, well, I was just about to say that she got him. It was so obvious what she did. And it's so hilarious that you think about it and you see these people and you wonder who believes her. Like, imagine, or let's put it in a personal perspective, right? You and I. Imagine if you're told or you're called, your friend calls you and they tell you that they're being proposed to, and you'd be like, okay, wouldn't you be like, okay, why are you calling me? Shouldn't you let the proposal happen? Like, what's the point of you calling me? Why are you doing that? Exactly, Brenda, because that's what the whole point was. And also, Brenda Picard, she needed the footage for Netflix because it was all a plan. She knew what she wanted to do with Netflix. She knew what she wanted to do with documentaries. Like, I wouldn't doubt it that Meghan had this written down somewhere, maybe in that diary. I know that there's like a story right now coming about. Do I have it here? There's a story right now in the press about Meghan having the diary of hers, and she's going to use that for her memoir or something like that. Yeah, she executed plans. They were premeditated. They really, really were. Taluta, top 10 right here, Taluta. He only advocates for his benefit. Yeah, he really, really does. And I think it's interesting when you think about that, that why wouldn't he advocate for veterans that are going to not be connected to the Invictus Games? You would think, right? You really would. But yeah, exactly. Why would she record that spontaneous call? Why would she? Why would she? I think it's very, very interesting when you look at that right there. It's so, so hilarious. So let's go back into this for a second, and then we will get back to the chat. Hold on, let's go ahead and X this out. So then Harry is the media's darling. No, he wasn't. And then William was seen as more serious and shy, but Harry was the life and soul of the party. Now, unfortunately, are you talking about... Let's see. Are you talking about when he would do stuff like this? Is that what they're talking about? The life of the party? Look, this is back in 2011. See, are you talking about when he would do stuff like this? Is that what they mean by life of the party? Because I don't know. I don't know if that's life of the party. He just looks like he's being a fool. He fell into the pool, you know. Is that life of the party? Is that what that's supposed to mean? And then I know that there's other ones where you see him, he's walking out of, there it is right there, right? Hey, there's the life of the party, and there's the guy. How about that? Hey, right, chat? How about that life of the party? There's the life of the party, and there's the guy. Hey, there's the life of the party, right? How about that? See, this is not good. This is really, and I know Williams there also, so that's what people are going to say. Oh, well, Williams there also, Williams there. Well, the problem is William doesn't really seem to be engaged in what's going on. He just looks like he's standing there. This guy's having a good time. So when this says Harry was the life and soul of the party, yes, we know Harry was of those parties. Oops, oh well. You really screwed up on that one. Oh, let's see. He's a clown, and I think that that's what they wanted to portray him as, because, excuse me, it was more because they wanted to portray him as a clown because that would be something where the people, the public, they'd be like, oh, look, he's having fun. Oh, he's just a young guy and he's having fun. And it's like, okay, I mean, hey, right? A fool fell into the pool, right? Let's see. When Harry got drunk and ran around naked. Well, I don't even think we can show those photos, but yes, I have seen them. And there's like a little star on the back of his ass. Yes, I have seen them, but no, we can't show them on here. Is Harry back in Montecito yet? As a matter of fact, Shannon Carter, nobody knows. Nobody knows where he is. There has not been any confirmation. And remember, there was that piece saying that Harry had came back from out of the country, and nobody could even prove it. So it's kind of interesting. I'm sure the bartenders would agree, especially having to clean up his barf on their bar. Did he barf on a bar? I've never read that, but I would love to hear about that. Jeez, Crazy Kel. Life of the party, obnoxious and annoying, more like it. Exactly, right? Diana said William was an old soul and H was dim and thick. I could yeah. Oh, now I've been up since about 1:30 Texas time. Yeah, I get up early and then I put all of my videos together, and then we figure out what we're gonna do for the whole day. And then I write out everything, like for the live in the morning, the live in the afternoon, and then also there was a video out that I put out at 12 midnight tonight. So yeah, no, I wake up very early and I go to sleep very early. But hey, that's what you got to do, you know. Dedication. Let's see, that was during the concert for Diana. Yeah, it was. And that's the problem. You know, the problem is that he looks so engaged with it. And that's what they were trying to say. They were trying to say that Harry never went with Diddy. Okay, well then why okay, but Virgo, remember how they said that Harry, and we read that other piece, that Harry was never involved with Diddy? Then what the hell was he doing in the court documents? And what the hell was it said in the court documents? That he was a draw for people, because they would tell the people that were being abused in the court documents, they said Harry was someone you could meet if you came to the Diddy parties. See? So if it's only for the concert in Diana, then why would he be in the court documents? And I want to make this point very, very clear, that if William would have been in those court documents, I can guarantee you there would have been a giant backlash against the royal family, and all of the media would have gone with it. But since it was him instead, no. We barely got a few pieces about it. There was barely anything. It was only the Daily Mail and the New York Post and a couple of other things. But if William had come out in those court documents for Diddy, it would have been over. And I can guarantee, and that's why I don't play that game. I hate that crap. Let's see. Pretentious Prince Harry. Oh, yeah, Lou. Let's see. Are you even allowed to show the Halloween costume? No. I know what Halloween costume you're talking about, Karen Lester. No, we are not. You will get taken down for that shit. And that's one of the things, you know. The one thing I'll give to him, that was 20 years ago, right? Something like that. What year was that? 06 or 07? It was close to 20 years ago. So you can get away with it because back then it was a different time. But the fact that he still did it, you know, and then you add that. Remember when the guy made the video of him saying those racial slurs to all of those people in the military? Remember that? So, I mean, it's very obvious that this is something. Shannon Carter, interesting. Diddy scandal sent many celebrities into hiding, many of them. Meghan has gay trashed once and also vanished. Doria is MIA. Well, Doria, she's been MIA, no? Kris Jenner photo, yeah. I think it's very interesting how all of it played out. The Diddy thing broke and Harry goes out of the country. That right there. Okay. The client was always a party boy. Differences now the palace doesn't protect his image. Exactly. And the British press. He's on his own and it shows. Exactly. Harry reminds me of those annoying people at work who just won't shut up and clown around. You know, and really, when you say the annoying people at work, you mean like the boss's kid. That's who it is. It's the boss's son, and they know that they can get away with whatever they want at work because they know that their father is the boss. That's why. So obviously he's the life of the party. Another word for a pissant, and that's what I think it was. Organized chaos. I do. I think it was something like that. I think it has to do with the fact that the guy that he actually was and the guy that we see today, he always was that guy. He really was. And I bet you anything, he parties in private. I mean, come on. We saw him, you know. Watch. Let's go look at this photo. And let's see. Okay. Let's go look at this photo. This one, where is it at? Where he looks like crap. He really, really does. This one right here. Hold on, let me make a copy of this, and then we will get rid of the call girl, allegedly. Make a copy. Boom. Get rid of Meg and get rid of the words. Okay, look at this. He looked like that, and there's no filters there. This is the way he looked. The only thing I did was take out the background. Okay. This is how Harry looked on stage when he was in New York City giving all of those speeches. That guy, you're telling me that guy isn't still partying till 3, 4, 5 in the morning, and then he's going to give a speech? I believe those speeches were something like 10, 11 in the morning. That guy right there, I mean, come on, you can see it in his face. He was absolutely partying till 4 o'clock in the morning, and he got no sleep. He went to go give a speech in New York City. I think this one was at the Clinton convention or the Clinton initiative, whatever it is. Like this guy, I think that this person right here, and especially because this was 3 weeks ago, this guy's still partying exactly like we saw in the photos that we just looked at. He's still partying. He's still an addict. He's still doing it. And why is he still doing it? Because he knows he's the king's son. That's why. It's really, really easy for that one. Where's Tiger Crown? Was it Tiger Crown or Crown Tiger? Probably not, because, supposedly they're from France, even though it was probably in America, Leslie, right? Let's see. I agree with you, Don R. Brenda Picard, thank you so much. Yeah, early to bed, early to rise. That's the way you got to do it all the time. Let's see. Time will tell how involved he truly is. I don't know if that's true, Lori. I'm very pessimistic when it comes to this and very realistic when it comes to this. I think these rich people, when it comes to Diddy, there's that thing about Diddy suing the liquor company. I forgot who it was, but Diddy sued someone because he wanted to get more cash from them. And I think that was the reason that Diddy went down, But when it comes to Harry, I mean, we just saw Harry get away with his visa case. We just saw it. So I think it's really, really easy when it comes to thinking of something like that these rich people don't get it, and it's okay. It's okay if that's what they want. Yeah. Camille says they were banned. A lot of people think they were banned. You're absolutely correct. Had it been Prince William, he would have been ran through the ringer. Exactly. And that's the part that pisses me off about Meghan and Harry versus William and Katherine, because if anything that William and Katherine have done, I mean, if anything that Meghan and Harry have done, if it was flipped and if it was William or Katherine, dude, like they would have been thrown to the wolves in the press. Just ridiculous. And that's why I don't play that. I hold these two people for everything they got. Everything. My friend texted me that KH closed down his 2 restaurants in LA conveniently at the same time that famous rapper and went to the big house. Oof. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it at all. Yeah, he looks like crap from partying, and that's what it is. He looks old, well, old, but it's also like, I mean, this is earlier this year or last year, but the other photo, it's because you don't sleep. And then, yeah, he looks real muddy and he looks jacked. Exactly. Yvonne and Brenda, exactly. Oh, excuse me. Andrew, do you think, I mean, if he does, hey, that's his deal. I'm not going to criticize him for that because we're living in a new day and age. I remember the 90s. I was old enough to have a little memory back then. And in the 90s, being in the closet, that was a big deal. Or being, out of the closet, that was a big deal. Like they used to call LGBT people the devil back then, and you're evil. And it's like, we're not living in those days anymore. If he comes out of the closet, hey, good for him. I think he would be celebrated. He would be the first ever LGBT prince, and he would be very celebrated in this day and age. And if that's what he's doing, that's his choice. But a lot of people have said about blackmail that Meghan has over him, about, whatever's gone on at the Diddy place. If it's gone on, I do believe Jaguar rights. So I think we're looking at something where if this was to happen, it's not really 1997 where, LGBT people, can't say that word, where LGBT people were criticized and now they're not. Now they're championed. So if he came out, it would be, champion LGBT Harry. That would be great, right? Let's see. I think it was it was a vodka company, but it was it was like the biggest company ever. That's who he sued, and that's why I think that happened. There's Leslie. Yeah, Harry will get away with everything. Yep. Sorry. No offense. Hey, no offense to people that disagree with that. No offense, but that's how I feel. I really do. I feel like Harry will get away with everything just the same way he got away with his visa thing. I really do. And they look down on us peasants. Yeah, they do. A lot of rich people think they can get away with everything. Well, it's kind of because they do, Brenda. Kind of. Meghan would have wills and Kate. Oh, I can't say that. But to try and get Harry king. Jackie D. I mean, I want to agree, but in today's day and age, I don't know if you could do it. I don't know if she could do it. I really don't. I feel like maybe in like 19 or in the 1600s, in the 1600s, they would have poisoned them in their food because it was 400, 500 years ago, whatever it was, 400 years ago, right? But now, I mean, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't put it past her. I'll go on that one, Jackie D. I would not put it past her. Does anyone remember that dumb reality TV show where a group of girls competed to win fake Harry's heart? Really? I want to marry Harry? Well, it's probably because they were paid. That's the only reason. It was illegal in Australia till 1994. He's on less drugs because she can't control him like before. Well, that photo didn't look good. Old fashioned dreams. It did not look good. And I think that when it comes to people, when it comes to him looking that way, you can really see it. You can see that he was partying. You can see what he was doing. And it's very, very obvious. It's very obvious that this dude is still doing it. And hey, that's great for him, because the problem is the rich people like Harry, when they go down, when they're real privileged like that, when they go down. No, I don't think it was Ciroc. I don't know if it was, who knows? I think Paula knows. She reported on that. That Harry was, I think it was Paula. I don't remember. And that Harry was, that Diddy sued someone. I think it was Paula that said that. Let's see. I think King Charles is still protecting Harry on the low. I mean, Virgo, there could be some truth to that. You know how we do here, open mind action. I think that could be true. Sure. Absolutely. I don't see why not, because you think about it, when it comes down to it, the guy, he said it before, my darling boy, and we wouldn't find out. That's the big one. Nobody would actually find out. And let's say if people did find out, would they actually report it in the press for us to find out? And I don't think they would, Virgo. I really, really don't. Let's see. She wasn't there. Where, at the Diddy parties? No, I don't think Meghan was there. I don't think Meghan was anywhere near the Diddy parties, but that Jaguar Wright person says, but Harry was. I think it's Harry, for real. Or maybe both of them. Hell yeah. Let's see. Sharon Nunn. Yes, his great granny needs her sleep. Oh, thank you so much, Taluta. Let's see. Or yeah, or Taluta, are you going? Or Sharon Nunn's going? Okay. Let's see. He was drinking heaps back then, not as much as now. It's more drugs these days. See, maybe. He's probably moved on to harder stuff, you think? What's your email address? I'll send you a link to the article about Harry's old antics. Oh, it's popculture9922@gmail.com. Let's see. The only time Meghan ever told the truth was when she lied to get an acting gig and admitted to being such a fraud. Oh, that's right, Shannon. I can't believe someone would do that. She literally sat there with a microphone in her hand and she said, I'm such a fraud. Ha, 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 ha. Like, who does that? What is wrong with you? Plotting against the king was treason. Yeah. I mean, what about now, Val? That's the question, when it comes to Harry, because we know when William becomes king, right? When William becomes king, it's going to go off. And I think that a lot of people aren't ready for that because it might be in the, far future. It might be far away, maybe in the past 2030 or something. I don't think anything's going to happen to King Charles, God willing. I don't think anything's going to happen to him anytime soon, but you never know. We don't know what's going on with his health. I mean, Val Prince. Sorry, I didn't say your name. Speaking of Jaguar Wright, did you see her on Too Strong today? Wow. No, what'd she say, Sharon? Tell us. Let's see. And Megs is only a day trip away from a tunnel, and she shares to enact a plane crash scenario and her masters too. I did. Yeah, the whole Yvonne Burns, the whole plane crash thing. I can't believe someone would really say that. I hope the king doesn't try and get his son off the hook where Diddy is concerned. That's interesting. I mean, unfortunately, when thinking about it, the only thing you could say is that he would, Susan Busby, right? Unfortunately, that's the only thing you can say is that why would the king allow it to happen? Can't wait till William becomes king. They're in it for a huge downfall. Absolutely. They really, really are. Let's see. This great grand's late to bed, New Zealand. Okay, Heather Griffin, thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much for spending your time with us on this Tuesday morning. Let's see. Ruby says, I believe King Charles covers a lot for Harry. Could be, and like I said, there's no proof, but we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So that's why it's like a conspiracy theory. And really, Ruby, when that kind of topic is brought up, there are quite a few people. I believe it's the royalists and the hardcore monarchists, and they get very upset about that when you want to discuss that. And hey, if that's what they get upset about, why would you get upset if it's not true? Because that's what Amanda told me. With whatever anybody gets upset about, just like Meghan and Harry, there's no reason to get upset if it's not true, right? Why are you so mad? If something isn't true, then you don't care. As long as you have people like POV Paul, etc., we will know the truth. Thank goodness. Oh, it's okay. Thank you so much for that, Don Robinson. Oh, thank you for that. Let's see. I think Charles is definitely looking out for him. He's his son. He'll always keep an eye out for him and believe Harry knows that. Yeah, I think so too. Just Caroline. There could definitely be a possibility. Sharkle definitely has something over Henry, and that's why he has not left yet. Well, we'll see where that goes, Susan Friesch. We will see where that goes. That's very interesting to think of. There's been a lot of talk of blackmail. And what's funny, Susan, is you think about the talk of Meghan having blackmail over him, right? And then Diddy's MO was blackmail. So that's even crazier when you think about it. How is it that both of those conversations exist simultaneously in two different topics? That's what's crazy. Did you see the photo of Charles's wedding when they were leaving and Harry was throwing confetti on his? Yeah, I saw that. You mean that wasn't the wedding? It was the coronation, or was it the wedding? Or no, I thought it was the coronation. No, there was a photo in the coronation where Charles was passing and Harry was just mean mugging him. Like he was mean mugging Charles like that. I remember that one, but this one, I think I do remember that one when they were throwing confetti and he looks mean as well. But that's funny. There's two of them because Charles was passing in the coronation. And now, like you're saying, he was passing in the wedding, and both times Harry is mean mugging him. Yeah, I could totally see. And why? Because I've said it and I totally believe it. Harry blames Charles for Diana. Oh, well, my mommy died, and it's because you didn't take care of her. That's why. That's what Harry thinks. I have no doubt believing that. Can't wait until yeah, absolutely, Ginger. Let's see. Harry loves to be the center of men. He acts differently when he is with women. I mean, he definitely acts differently when he's with his wife, but I don't know about other women. Have we seen that, Maduro? He loves to be in the center of men. I mean, yeah, that's what the other person was saying. We know why that is. We know why he loves to be in the center of men. He likes a little pinching little nips. He's got that little thing. He likes pinching nips. Oh, at least those antibiotics are helping. The cough is really, really less. Let's see. That was so weird when Meghan called herself a fraud, right? That was so weird. I don't even believe that someone would say that. That's so stupid. Lizzie B, she lied about being part of the Actors Union. What's it called? SAG, the Screen Actors Guild. Yeah, William hates Meg, and it will be a disaster for the gruesome twosome. I think it will as well. I'm hoping. Oh, Meghan, like Reagan, gonna add them to the possibility of the top 10. Don't forget, we're gonna have that top 10 on Friday because all that matters is that you're here every single day. That's what we love. It's Meghan like Reagan. Yeah. That's what we love the people that come in every day. So right now we got about 12 on the top 10, and we will narrow down the list as the week goes on. Let's see, Ginger. Oh, Ginger's been here every day too. So that's 13. We got 13 people vying for the top 10 right now. It's going to be a monster of a competition here. We are singing The Lion King now. I just can't wait till William is king. Yeah, right, for real. Who was that? Yvonne Burns. Yeah, absolutely. No more H when William's king reigns. Well, the thing is, Toluta, let's put it in a possibility aspect, right? Like, let's say Harry never goes back to the UK ever, and he stays here the whole time in America. And then William becomes king 5-10 years from now, and Harry never went back. So me personally, if I was to fast forward 10 years and then William's coronation happens because the king has passed, unfortunately, God forbid, I feel like Harry would ramp up all of this shit he's doing. That's how I feel. I feel like all of the articles are going to come out more, and especially now it's 2024. What do we think is going to happen by 2027? What do we think is going to happen by 2030? You know, if you pull yourself, if you do a time machine and you go forward, I think that there's something where even if William finishes off Harry and, like, let's say he takes his titles and the titles of his children, I think that Harry still has, journalists out there. Harry still has journalists out there that would be on his side. I do, because I think that there are a lot of journalists that are on his side right now, and that's why they put up those stories for him. I'm sorry to tell everyone, but rich people don't let their kids learn their lesson. Nope, they don't. They rescue them because it looks worse for them if they don't. Absolutely. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. She's H's present wife and has ice running through those veins. I mean, maybe. Let's see. I bet Harry is a sadomasochism, to be honest. Yeah, it's something like that, some kind of nasty stuff, because it goes into all the crap that he's done. I totally agree. Charles has always rescued Harry. He will do it again because he always has. That's just how they do. I mean, unfortunately, right? Unfortunately. Oh, Mr. Worldwide, how are you doing? Thank you so much, P, for being here, and thank you so much for being here on this Tuesday morning. We're having some fun, and hey, and you know what, Zelda Ray, and also Comedy Bites TV, top 10 Comedy Bites TV. You know what, Zelda? The problem is that's on camera. There's photos and videos of this man doing that. That's the problem. And I don't even think I could bring them up because it's because of the nudity or whatever, but there's photos of that. So when people say, "Oh, Harry, LGBT Prince, he needs to come out of the closet." Come on, dude. Like, it happens. Oh, Claudia Salas, I'm here every day. I haven't seen you, but okay, we'll put you there. See, and like I said, we're building the list, and then we're going to narrow it down to the top 10 throughout the week. And that way we can make that happen. Claudia Salas, I know you have been here. I have seen you, but just not in the last few days. But okay, hey, make it happen. We will do it. Let's see. My prediction is Harry will buy some country estate and live on it alone with his kids who visit him for vacations. He doesn't even keep his own kids. Meghan will keep the kids in California. Oh, man, those poor children, if they exist. If they stay in California, that's going to be so sad. Good morning, Wendy. Thank you so much for being here on this Tuesday morning. Let's see. God forbid he stays in the U.S. I don't know, Susan. I think he might stay. I really, really do. I think William will have the bullying article come out. I hope he does. I really do. The bullying report. I really, really do. They won't take his titles. You don't think William would? Old fashioned dreams. You don't think William would take his titles? I think I'm really, really hoping that he does. I agree with Paula. Since those children are in the line of succession, they need to have DNA tests. I will never believe that children came from Meghan's body. Never. And even the people that believe those children are real, they don't believe they came out of her body. It's like 99% that the surrogate or fake children, my friend lives in Sydney today, and today Liz shook the king's hand. Oh, Liz, tell her that's awesome, and tell her that's awesome from us. I could be off base here, but I feel Meghan discovered she wasn't going to be allowed to do anything she wanted, so she wanted out of the UK. Yeah, I could see that as well, where she thought she was going to walk in and be queen. I really want to believe that, but it's so hard to believe that someone, what, do you not know, like, how the line of succession works? Meghan, does she not know? Is she really that stupid? Yeah, she might be, right? Yeah, she might be. Yeah, and especially the fact, I think also the way you said, where she wasn't going to be allowed to do anything she wanted. Also, Margaret, the fact that it was so much work. Like, when she got into the royal family and then she saw how much work she was actually going to have to do, I think that hit her as well. Let's see, Neil Guru. Oh, thank you so much for being here from South Africa, Mr. Worldwide. You know how Pitbull says. Let's see. Good morning, Nicole Agostini. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here on this Tuesday afternoon. Actually, as a matter of fact, Ruby, I was going to say we're going to start doing a lightning round. Do you want to do a lightning round during the live? We could do that. I know that Ruby has been talking about the lightning round lately. Yeah, we could do that maybe during the live. I do know I want to start doing the videos, like the 3, 4, 5 minute videos of a lightning round. So we're going to make that happen soon. Let's see. I believe Archie is a surrogate and Lily does not exist. I've heard that many times before, Val Prince. I really have. And that's very, very believable. The DNA will prove nothing. The hard part is proving that it came from her body. That's so true, right, Sandy? How would you prove that? Because for me, I think she's so vain that I don't think she would want children to come. Like, oh, nobody's touching this body. Nobody's going to ruin this body. That's an interesting thing. How would you prove that? The hard part is proving that they came from her body. That's true. That really, really is. Meghan was amazed at how lowly she was. Yeah, absolutely, she was. She was absolutely like that. Definitely think Prince William will take away their titles for sure. Things will definitely change. I'm really, really hoping so, Henny Penny. I am really hoping so. I swear. Meghan was amazed. Oh yeah. Let's see. Meghan was booted. Yeah, that's what people are saying. She was banned. Harry was given the choice to go or stay. She's now banned these days, going through customs, stuck in a closet to sleep while Harry does the stuff and gets booze. Yeah, right. She never left the airport. That's so weird. That's really weird. Let's see, where'd it go? There it is. After William, the next in line is George. Yeah. And with the kids, when it comes to George and those kids, like, they got a long life to live. And that's why it pisses me off when you see the actual Sussex squad and they talk about them like they're not even adults. And really, Jane, could you imagine if George and Louis and Charlotte have never been seen? Could you imagine that? How would the press and the Sussex squad be reacting right now if it was George and Louis and Charlotte that has never been seen, and they're all as old as they are, and they've been hidden for years and years and years? Come on. That would be a scandal. Yeah, it is morning. Did I say afternoon? Probably, because I'm losing my mind. Hi, Andrew from Ireland. Oh, Mary Harris, thank you so much for being here from Ireland. And thank you so much, Mr. Worldwide. You know how Pitbull says. A doctor can tell. Organized chaos. MRI proof of uterus. Isn't that the whole hysterectomy thing, Mary? Right? Some say she's afraid to go to the UK so they don't sneak a snap test. Brand new day, probably. She's afraid of something. She's afraid of something. Look at what she made Trevor sign if she got pregnant. A nutritionist, personal trainer. Yeah, festive lady. Yeah, for real. That was so weird. The contract? What kind of crap is that? Meghan was a nightmare in England. I think she was asked to leave, and Harry lost his temper. Why are you asking Meghan to leave? I know, right, Val Prince? He's just so stupid. Harry is used to having dad security guards, and William, he's never had to be accountable for anything. Nope, Gaelic girl, you're absolutely correct. And I really always have to point back to the visa. What just happened with the visa? I have to say, when it comes to normal people, if a normal person would have done that, what Harry did, and got away with it, they'd be in prison right now as we speak. Or maybe there'd be a trial or something. But really, we wouldn't even find out about it, because that probably has happened to normal people, where they'll lie on their visa application, or they won't fill one at all, won't fill one out at all. What's that called? An undocumented, because remember, you got to say undocumented. That's what Harry is. And I'm of the opinion Harry is an undocumented. POV, answer me this. Does that miscarriage that was buried under the tree a true story? I mean, it sounds so stupid. And from what I understand, it was something along the lines that the state of California doesn't release like little bodies like that of children when they're miscarried. It has something to do with that. From what I understand, that's what I read. But it's just, that's a stupid story. And it's, and you know what that story was used for? To show how sorry they felt and how sad they were. Oh, they had to go bury the miscarriage under a tree. Like, who does that? That's so stupid. The facilities and doctors do need to come out and prove she gave birth. Yeah. They, I want to say they never will, but it's just like, that's why. If those kids came out of her body, I just don't believe she did. She wouldn't have shut up. Exactly, Leslie. She wouldn't have shut up about it. She would have had photo shoots. She would have had, inside Meghan's pregnancy in the press all day, every day. Let's see. Good morning, all. I made it. Oh, thank you so much, Neely Ford, for making it to this Tuesday morning. Tuesday, right? Yeah. Yeah, Tuesday morning live. And we're going to have another one this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Let's see. The monarch himself can remove royal status of members using a letters and royal warrant. An act of parliament is required to remove peerage titles. There's no straightforward way. I mean, old-fashioned dreams. I want to believe that the whole active parliament thing, but I think if the king or if Buckingham Palace, I was going to say Kensington, if Buckingham Palace just came out straight up with a statement and there was the Buckingham, oh, can't do that sign. If there was the Buckingham logo on the top of the paper, okay, and it just said, Harry has officially lost his titles. He is no longer the Duke of Sussex. That's all they would have to do, and then it would be a I don't know, like a realization, or it would be a statement, and it would be everyone would realize, everyone would find out, and that's what it would be. And you'd really go to somewhere where Harry's no longer okay. Well, Harry's going to call himself the Duke of Sussex. Well, excuse me, Buckingham Palace said he's no longer the Duke of Sussex. That's what it is. Like this whole parliament thing, I feel like it's a workaround and people just want to use that as an excuse. But if there was like I said, if there was just a statement, I feel like they would do it. They could do it. George will never forgive his uncle and Meghan for bullying Charlotte. Probably. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how the kid feels. Thanks everyone for a good day. Oh, thank you so much, Gaelic girl, and please stay safe out there. Let's see. To remove a monarch without his or her consent, January 18th, 2024. Do you mean the king? To remove the king? I believe Meghan already had a kid years ago. So do I. Before the hysterectomy, what do you think? Yeah, so do I. There was that Italian dude, Joe something. I forgot his name. Why would Smegma hide at the airport when she's such a stunning example of a strong and modern woman? I think Comedy Bites TV, because the whole strong and modern thing, it's a farce. It's a fabrication. They're not actually strong and modern. They're weak. And they're very traditional, and that's why they marry rich men, so they don't have to work. They're very traditional women, but traditional in the sense of where it's just about the money, not about actually being a wife. They won't remove those titles unless a crime has been committed. Diddy. They never have unless it's been for that reason. I know, right? Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Good morning. Good day, Marissa. Where's Marissa at? Let's see. I hate when SS talk badly about the Welsh children. Well, yeah, they do. And they actually do. The only thing that we say about these two idiots' kids is, do they exist? That's it. That's the only thing we say. We don't say anything bad about them. All we say is, do they exist? What did Lizzie B say? People are saying, okay, here we go. She probably thought the royal life was wearing fancy dresses, diamond tiaras, taking vacations around the world, and being constantly photographed. And the reality is that's not even all of it. No, you're totally right, Lizzie B. That's why Lizzie B's top 3 right there. Yeah, you're totally right, because it's work. It's a job. You know, you're giving service to the people. It's not just she thought she was going to be a celebrity, Lizzie. Yeah, I totally agree. He's the king's son, period. Yeah, he really, really is. I missed the beginning. What have I missed? Nothing really. They just had an ex-royal staffer come out against Harry, saying that they're so glad. As a matter of fact, let's just finish that off. And then, because we're almost done, we got about 10, 15 minutes left. So then this staffer goes on. Although Anderson enjoyed her time working with the two idiots, she is happy not to have participated in Megxit. Thank God I'm not there. And then from what I understand, they just start talking about a bunch of other stupid shit. See here on the South Pacific tour, going down the storm, massive crowds turned out in Australia. See, and then they start talking about the Australia thing. Oh, do you mean in Australia when Meghan Markle threw tea at an aide? Oh, in that Australia tour? Yeah. So, yeah, that's what you missed. Who said that? I forgot who it was. Someone said, yeah, Wendy. That's what you missed, Wendy. This, what's her name? What is that? Ailsa Anderson. I was going to say Alyssa. Ailsa Anderson. She was a former royal aide. She says that she's glad she's not working for the two idiots anymore. And really, who would be? You know, who would like it working for them? So let's see. There was a story about how Meghan kept refusing to meet with the Queen because she was too busy. Oh, Lori, you want me to tell you when it comes to that? Meghan thought she was it, and we've heard about that. I've read about it. She gave, what was it? Queen Elizabeth, I believe it was Sophie and Prince William. They all offered her help with, transitioning into royal life. They all offered her help, and she rejected them all. So she refused to meet with them because she didn't think she needed the help. That's what I think. The Queen canceled her appointment, and that's where the departure started. Yeah. And I would really love it would be so entertaining if the reality was Queen Elizabeth told her, get the hell out of my country, you stupid call girl. That would be so hilarious if the Queen told her that. I mean, but she's not going to. She has class. I think the reason Charles hasn't taken the titles is that there are plenty of other people with titles that should be removed for worse reasons. They don't want the government thinking they can intervene. That could be true as well. Yeah, absolutely. I bet she has Jurassic Park for eggs. Jurassic Park eggs for giving birth to her kids. Well, they're coming out of eggs from somewhere, probably because they're, what do you call it? They're dolls. Yeah, there we go. You don't even give them yeah, exactly, right. That's what I was going to say. You're not even given the remains of a miscarriage. They don't do that in that state, and I don't think they do that anywhere, right, Delhi? I don't. I don't think they do that anywhere. That's why the story sounds so stupid. Val Prince, unfortunately, the royal relatives are special people, and Americans thought they won the war. The Democrats put to pay that. I mean, amen. All I know is that we have the First Amendment, and a lot of people in Britain have been arrested for what they say. So, well, I'll take it. Meghan Markle would have worn a bikini somewhere if she was really pregnant. Exactly. She would have been seen easily with her baby bump out. There's no doubt in my mind about that. Absolutely. Meghan is the exact opposite of feminism and empowerment of women, a disgrace. Yes, Anna Betty, she uses feminism. That's what she does. She uses it so that way she can lift up her image on that. And it's more of something where it works. Unfortunately, Anna, it works. It really does. Because you think about it, why does she do it? Because there's women out there that will buy it. That's why. There's people out there that will look at her talking about feminism and they'll be like, "Oh, look, like she's a feminist and she really cares." No, she doesn't. She's literally only married rich dudes. Well, I don't know how rich Trevor was, but she's only married rich dudes for a reason, you know? Let's see another point, how the monarch is reducing the amount of working royals. Funny how that all started once the two idiots left. Yeah, the whole slim down. Yeah, exactly. It's Megan like Reagan. Yes, exactly. What'd she say? Let me see if we can find. Okay. I actually feel like it's not a big deal to use a surrogate, but to lie about it, that's the issue. Well, Megan like Reagan, the issue with the surrogate is that if the kids are surrogate, then they're not going to be allowed in the line of succession. That's the real issue, you know. So that's why I feel that it was total crap, and it's the con of the century, the scandal of the century. It's going to be a very big deal. The queen had told her to stop faking. I know, right? No one is ever too busy to meet the queen. Exactly. That sounds so stupid. Who would say that? Yeah, exactly. Yvonne Burns. Not 20. She had no respect. No, she didn't. She thought everyone should respect her. That's what it is. Let's see. Someone wrote, Megan only cares about what women see, not what they actually need. Exactly. That's why she uses feminism. Exactly. You're totally correct. Hold on. This one first. Oh, wait. No, this one first. Susan, those titles need to be put in abeyance. I think that one comes from, like they said, Parliament or the King. You know, that right there, Susan, is the thing that pisses off a lot of people, the inaction from the royal family. So it's something that's frustrating, but you just got to get past it. Who do you think you are, the Queen of England? Yes, she actually is. I know, right? She actually is the Queen of England. She was also given a black equerry. Yes, we do. I do remember that. And to assist her with the roles of royal life. But you got to remember, Leslie, you can't accuse a black equerry of racism. That's why. See, can you imagine a tiny woman makes a man cry, grow a pair? Yes, I can actually, Val Prince, because we've talked about that before, where it said that Meghan Markle makes grown men cry. I think it was Harry. I think that they were probably having a meeting, right? And all the employees were there, and it was Meghan and Harry, and then she's bitching him out so hard that he starts tearing, and so the employees saw that, and that's what they mean. And he was crying while she was bitching him out. I totally believe that. I had a friend had a stillbirth at 8 months and had a funeral. Oh, okay. I think, yeah, that's at 8 months, right? Someone wrote, yeah, Meghan only cares about herself. Trevor had the connection. Exactly, Karen. Trevor had the connections. Harry has the money. From Australia, hello, Carmen and Derry. The Queen was classic act, and I think the Queen knew she was trash. Oh, yeah, there's plenty of proof to believe that. She lied about it because if she didn't bore them, they couldn't be in the line of succession. Exactly. The surrogates. I had 3 before the 4th month Toluta, and it was not allowed back in the 90s. Yeah. Oh, that's sad. Organized chaos. I'm sorry about that. Yes, absolutely. It's so frustrating. It is. It is. It's very, very frustrating. And I think what happens is you can't let it get to you. Like I used to. I really did. And especially when with the visa, I remember when he won his visa case, I started getting angry. And I started being like, this mother, like, oh, you know, But I had to stop myself and I had to be like, and that's why I talk about it today. I had to stop myself and I had to say, okay, this guy, he's rich, he's the king's son, and it really happened. And now we can talk about it every single day. He got away with his visa, whether he filled one out or whether he lied on it. Either way, he got away with it. I think he didn't fill it out at all. I think he's an illegal. That's why. He cries all the time. I think he does. I think he's a very emotional dude, and that's sad. Sucking his thumb in the corner, crying. The problem there, Cindy, I was gonna say Ruby. The problem there is that it's believable. When it comes to like, think about that statement right there, and if someone was to say that about William, people would be like, "Yeah, that doesn't even sound like something William would do." Maybe William would cry if he broke a bone or something because it's serious pain, but I feel like Harry would cry just to cry because he's emotional. I do. Well, the biggest concern with burying human remains is that animals will smell it and dig it up. I mean, that's just it's such a far out there story. I don't know. It's morbid. Wait, who said that? Where is it? Dang it, I lost. Okay. Oh, it's Megan like Reagan said that. Oh yeah, top 10. Let's see. It's morbid, but how they wanted to honor their dead child by giving it to a coyote for lunch. That's messed up. Oh, Wile E. Coyote's eating the Meg's miscarriage. That's so messed up. What did Sue Clark say? I think Meghan refused the help from the royal family so she could later claim that no one helped her. That's true. That's really true. I totally do agree with that. I think that when it comes down to it, everything she does is for something that she can use in the future. I totally agree, Sue Clark. And I mean everything, like anything and everything. It's all a calculated move. It really is. Let's see. Like, hold on, wait. Funny. Let's see. Convictions or money didn't work for Meg. No, it didn't. Never did. Let them keep their empty titles and take them out of the line of succession. We can wish for it. Wishful thinking, right? We can. Red Squirrel. That low life effort can't have kids. She's had the OP. Yeah, Jan. What is Jan 117? Yeah, probably. The hysterectomy thing though, and that's why when that happened, it's like, I feel that she's just so vain. I think she can have kids. I think that she can. I have no problem believing that. And that she's just so vain that she will not allow a child to ruin her body. I've been of that opinion since last year when I started covering them. That's how I feel. But when it comes to like a hysterectomy or that she's had an operation or something, maybe. I'll give it a maybe. I just think the woman is vain as shit. Perhaps Harry hasn't come back. Maybe his visa was rescinded before the election. He's happy about it. Probably. He wants to get the hell away from her. Sucking something in that corner. No, Yvonne Burns. No. Oh, no, Yvonne Burns. Why'd you have to do that? Shouldn't her husband help her? Well, he would have. He would have. I don't think Harry cares. Either that or she doesn't take. Well, let me take that back. I think Harry used to care, and then after, because that's what happens in a marriage. When you try something and then your spouse like shuts you down, then you just stop trying. So I think Harry used to care about what Meghan would wear, and he would tell her, "Babe, you need to stop. That looks like shit. Like, don't wear that." And then she was like, "Shut up, or I'm gonna hit you." So then he doesn't do it anymore, and that's why she always looks like crap. I think he used to care. When William becomes king, the thing may change. The truth could come out about the children. What do y'all think? The thing about that, Neely, all we can do is hope. That's it. That's the only thing, is all we can do is hope that happens. He's the king's son. He didn't fill out any paperwork. I totally agree, Carmen. I absolutely agree. I liked it when Harry made Meghan cry by telling her to turn around 3 times on the balcony. Yeah, she cried because just you can't tell her anything. That's the way she is. I'm a 6', 65-year-old woman, and I would love to meet Meghan in the bullying frame of mind. Hey, can't say that because it sounds like a threat. Oh, somebody threatened Meghan on POV's live. Wouldn't that miscarriage be a part of the royal succession to some extent? Yeah, it would if it was real. I don't know. I don't have any water in that idea for the miscarriage. I think it was just another lie. Yeah, well, the thing is, what body? The thing is, she thinks she has one. We know she's delusional. That's how those women are, and in that where she lives. A lot of women in that upper echelon, they only care about one thing and one thing only: being thin. That's it. And there's a lot of women like that they're so vain because they live in that world where all the other women are thin, and I gotta stay, keep up with the Joneses. I mean, in her mind, she's got a great body because supermodels are thin. Oh, so I'm thin, so that means I look great. Yeah. Replay crew here. Good morning. Oh, Anna Benitez, thank you so much. We're still on the live, but yeah, you can catch the rest on the replay. Thank you so much for being here on this Tuesday morning. I don't understand how some think Meghan Markle is intelligent. She's not. She had a brilliant opportunity being in the royal family and she blew it. I mean, just Caroline, she's blown a lot of things, right? She's blown a hell of a lot of things. It's the illusion of baby weight. Yeah. I absolutely think she does. Now, the question, Yvonne Burns, is, do you believe the hysterectomy? That's all. There's no proof of it, but we do know that it is, in fact, it's in fact a rumor that people have talked about. Do you believe it? And me, like, I'll give it some thought, but for me, the way that I feel about her, I just feel like she's vain as shit. Meghan Markle, first person to ever have one. She's the first person. Oh, she's so important. Nobody else has ever had one, right? Oh man, piss off Mary. Where's Mary at? Who said that? What did Mary say? We would love to talk to him. Let's see. I don't know. I don't see it there. Hey, Mary, say it again. Let's see. She would definitely have stretch marks because she's so thin. She would, right, Ginger? And that's all she would have to do. Come out in a bikini, in the press, and show everyone that you got stretch marks. And then there was some sugars going in the comments after we said that, and they said, well, why not all women get pregnant, and not all women have this and have that. Oh, I don't know. A lot of us really don't want to listen to you, Paula or Molly. Nothing but troublemaking narcissist, in my humble opinion. Wish you well, but goodbye. Okay. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. That's interesting, but goodbye. Let's see. Crap, I never thought of that. I live in communist England. I mean, Val Prince, unfortunately, what's going on in communist England is that, it's becoming a communist country. It really is. And it's kind of funny when you look at that, because they still portray it to be a free country, but you have people getting arrested for what they say on social media. And I bet you anything, I would be that type of person. With the stuff that we've said about Meghan Markle and the client, we probably would have been arrested by now in real life. Let's face it, how many yacht girls get pregnant? If they do, I expect they have procedures in place. Absolutely. It really, really is. And there's no doubt in my mind that when it comes to something like that, you think the schmishmortion word, the word that rhymes with schmishmortion, that one, is being funny a defense? For who? For who? Let's see. She had an endometriosis. She would have begged for one if she had. Yeah, and that's the thing, old fashioned. That's the word. If, and that's why, like the rumor of the hysterectomy, it came from what I saw. It came from some website, like on the corner of the internet. It wasn't the hysterectomy thing. I haven't seen it from a mainstream media publication. Okay. Or if you have, send it to me so we can read it. But I haven't seen that. The whole hysterectomy thing was on one of those really small websites, like a blog. So I don't know. That's why I kind of don't believe it. But we'll see. Not for long. I hear Starmer isn't popular. My PM isn't deep crap right now. It could be, right? Let's see. Carrie Zakowski. Damn it, I'm late again. Sorry. Oh, it's okay, Carrie. It's okay. Thank you so much for being here on this Tuesday morning. What's up, Andrew? I'm so glad Harry and Meghan were both called out today. Hey, we call them out every day. Every day. How sad. She could have used her platform for good, but when you are crazy. Carmen, I don't know if she would have, though. It really looks like everything that she cares about is image building. So if she had that platform and let's say she stayed in the royal family, what really would she have done? I don't know. I truly don't. The scar is like a C-section, what, for a hysterectomy? Something like that, right? You'd be able to see it. Let's see. I thought it came from her father. I'm sure she said she had one. No, the only place that I've seen that, the hysterectomy rumor, has been on some small website. I didn't know her father said it. I haven't seen that. And I'm telling you from what I've seen, I haven't seen that her dad said that. But maybe he did. If he did, then okay. I thought her father said it. See, I haven't seen that. I didn't know that. Tom Jr. Well, yeah, he said that on a live, right? I think Paula told me he said that on a live. Every day Andrew tells the truth about the two idiots. Hey, that's the way it goes. Thank you so much, Brenda. You know that's what we got to do here. Let's see. I've had 3 children. I do not have one single stretch mark. If you want to see photos of my tummy, I'll be happy to show you. Not every woman who has born children has stretch marks. Okay, that's good. I thought it was the brother. Yeah. POV Father Tom Sr. said she froze her eggs. Is it because maybe. I need to go find that then. I got to go find who said that. If it was the father, then maybe, yeah. I could have sworn her father said it. Okay. See, the only place I had seen it, I'll ask Paula. I'll ask Paula today in the WhatsApp. She'll probably definitely know. Let's see. Hysterectomies can be done through the whoopsie doodle. Let's see. I thought it was Tom Jr. Yeah, I saw that he said that recently. Yeah, but I'll ask Paula if the father said it, or did the father say her father said she had the eggs frozen? See, that's really interesting. That's an interesting thing. Yeah, Paula. Oh, Paula's here. Did Tom Sr., was he the one that said that Meghan got a hysterectomy? Let us know in the chat. Let's see. Y'all saw the video of her at 8 pretending to be a queen at a birthday party. She's wanted that since number 1. Exactly. She's been thinking about this stuff, like that video we showed. She's been thinking about this since she was a kid. She's been obsessed with what's her name, with Diana, since she was a child. And that's why I feel where it comes to. Okay, that's great. Let's see. Frozen eggs have a shelf life. Yeah, could be. He said, yeah, we saw that he said it in the live, but that's true. You know, can you trust what those people say? Oof. Yeah, feel better, Paula. And that's what we're worried about. We're just worried about Paula's health. That's like the biggest one. Her father said that he froze her eggs on a P. Dinah video. Yeah. See, that's an interesting one too. Her father said it on an interview with one of the ladies, maybe P. Dinah. Yeah. Now it would make sense regarding her eggs being frozen and using surrogates. See, but still, the problem with the surrogates is still, Ida, is that they're not in the line of succession. So if the surrogates do exist, if sure she froze some eggs or whatever the actual reality is, if it happened this way, then they are not allowed to have titles, and that actually would be illegal. And Paula said it's something like treason. So that's really where it goes from there. But yeah, let's go ahead. All right, let's finish it off there. Stay with we'll do a couple more comments and then we will finish it off. Comedy Bites, me too. She's a geriatric maternity miracle. Yeah, she's really old, right, to be having kids. I don't know if I completely believe the hysterectomy rumors, but I want to know how Smegma is the most fertile senior citizen ever. You know, and yeah, like they say, everybody knows that the older you get, the more dangerous it is to have kids. So that's just what happens. I think they might have allowed it because they wanted Harry to have children, even if they eventually wouldn't be on the throne. And that's how I feel. I feel that way about the wedding in general. They wanted Harry to get married so that way he would get the hell out of their lives, because Harry was such an annoying family member. That's how I feel. I really, really do think that. And, you know, oh, thank you so much, Ida F. I really appreciate that. Yeah, this illness has just been sticking around and it is so annoying. I just don't get it. You know, yeah, like Brenda says, they must come from the body of the mother. So that's the reason. You know, whether it's frozen eggs, whether it's hysterectomy, whether it's a surrogate, none of that counts. So we're looking at something where it's very, very easy to understand why she's doing what she's doing, because those kids will not be in the line of succession. And that's why the con of the century, as it's going to be called, that's why it exists. Okay, we're going to go ahead and end it there. Don't forget, today in the afternoon at 3 p.m. CST, we will have another live. Thank you for being here on this live, and we will catch you. Oh, hold on. Stone with the huge for a $5 super sticker. Andrew, you inspire me with your hard work. Outstanding. Oh, thank you so much for that, Stone. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. And thank you so much for being here on this Tuesday morning live. So, yeah, like I said, thank you so much for coming to this live, and we will catch you next time.